We're in the city of South Tucson, and we're at Galeria Mitotera. We're right across the street from Minidito.
The city of South Tucson is a pueblo within the city, as they call it. We're a 1 square mile city. We have our own city council, our own mayor, and our own city manager, public works, all of that. The mission of Galeria Mitotera is really to inspire, uplift, and support artists of color within our community. And we want it to be a safe space for artists of color, for queer artists, to be able to talk to and grow with artists that they can identify with. Indian Born, American Made 3 is a curated show by our friend and artist David Moreno from Pascuayaqui. And David came to us pre-pandemic and asked us if we could host the show here.
I just wanted a venue to host Native American artists, just to show and let other Native Americans have a place to exhibit their artwork and hopefully get some recognition.
We are in an indigenous community. There's so much rich history in the city of South Tucson, and to have a show like this of all indigenous artists and makers is really important for this space.
I was thinking, what if we did a big design, like on the floor, like to create, like in Spanish they call them alfombristas, and they use like petals and like sawdust that's tinted different colors to make the design. I worked with a lot of communities and a lot of schools, and a lot of times I would be called back to the city of South Tucson. And what I was realizing in those callbacks was that a lot of the students and the youth around this area, sometimes they don't get to experience a lot of the performing arts or like visual arts, or just a lot of times get to know some of the artists that live in their neighborhood. So I come from East LA, and that was pretty much our foundation, was to seek the artists from within the community and lift them up. And so I came to the city of Tucson with that.
That one, it says "You are beautiful" in UM. So it's, I love what he did. And he is so shy. He's a very shy artist. And he called me and he's like, "Melissa, I'm not gonna get the piece ready for the show." And I said, "I don't accept that."
Melissa would always tell me about how fantastic
Tucson
was. And I was like, when I went there, all I heard was crickets or something, you know? And I didn't get it in 1997. I didn't get it because downtown Tucson isn't what it is today.
I told Mel, and I said, "I'm done. I really want to go back to Tucson." And Mel's like, "Okay, let's do it."
Can't live without her.
Is that why?
I said, yeah. I'm like, I better go with you.
Mel had been painting out of our home, and as Mel's art career kept growing here, folks would ask to come and see Mel's work in the studio, but it was kind of uncomfortable having strangers in our house. That kind of made us fast track the idea into finding a space.
Well, when I graduated from art school and came and tried to approach galleries, it was very, very difficult. I mean, there was hardly any galleries on this side of town that would even take you serious, and even less on the east side.
When we moved here from Los Angeles, Mel struggled making that connection with galleries here, and Mel's work didn't really identify sometimes with what the gallery owners were wanting to show. We still, in the background, saw that need for artists of color to be able to break through or to feel like they could show their work, because it should have been a space that already existed.
But this is where you talk about Tucson and it being a magical space. This is where, when you say things like that, like, where can we have a space to uplift other artists, and where can we do this where we identify with those folks, and then you put that on in the universe in the city of South Tucson, magic happens. Like, it's so wild.